Welcome everybody, night 2 here of the RWCW Championship Wrestling Best Girl Tournament. This is a Group B night, so please look at the table on your right. The left is still there if you'd like to look at what happened last night in the Group A. But let's just get straight into it. Our first match of the evening, Kanekachan versus Haruhi Suzukimiya. So coming to the ring first is the Kawaii Kanekachan. And she is absolutely fired up. And here comes the Iron Woman herself, Haruhi Suzukimiya. It will be interesting to see how that moniker of being the Iron Woman, of being able to hold on to time limit draws, how that will play into this tournament with the 15-minute time limit, which we haven't even really come close to in night 1. But we may be able to here tonight. Great axe handle there from Haruhi Suzukimiya. And Kaneko throwing Haruhi into the turnbuckle there, taking her down. Great opportunity for both competitors here. Kaneko has had a little bit of success challenging for the TV championship and maybe the close-up championship before. I may be wrong on that one. Just on the top of my head, I can check. But, you know, Kaneko's had a bit of singles, had some singles opportunities, whereas, no, she hasn't challenged for the close-up championship, I'm wrong. Whereas Haruhi, you know, she's gained a reputation most definitely here at RWCW Championship Wrestling, but still yet to really have a big opportunity. That reputation is being able to hold on to a time limit draw, usually of 30 minutes. This is half of that length, 15 minutes. Surely Haruhi can do it, but the thing is, as much as, you know, yeah, a draw is 1 point, you want 2 points. So if you're Haruhi, maybe instead of focusing on going for a draw, maybe you should be focusing on going for a win. Elbow to the back there, and deadlift German to Haruhi Suzukimiya. And taking her down, some punches to the torso, and bringing her over, got the neck and the head hooked. Kaneko definitely, I would say, has the power advantage, but Haruhi has a lot of great submissions, a lot of grapples in her repertoire. Able to pull them out at just about any moment. Slap across the face and punches to the top of the head. Kiwi does not like that, giving her the count of 5. Catch suplex with the pin, but not enough to, well, may have been enough, but unfortunately was in the ropes for Kanekachan. And STF applied, very close to the ropes, but Kaneko will choose to power out instead of getting the ropes. Yeah, just a great suplex there. And then STF applied a bit more centered into the ring this time. No escaping to the ropes. Taking Haruhi down, and a lot of strength there from Kanekachan. Snap, suplex, driving Haruhi into the mat, and Kanekachan giving Haruhi the opportunity to get back onto her feet, and possibly a big mistake right there. Combination of strikes and a pin. Oh my god, that was so close. Could have been a huge victory for Haruhi. Actually able to achieve the victory, and here comes that humiliating submission move. A classic of the Nyan Neko Sugar Girls. And spinning brainbuster could be it for Haruhi Suzukimiya, but oh, I mean, it still could be it. She could give up. A verbal tap out would be required in this maneuver, but not enough. Taking her down and into it again. That could be a little close to the ropes. Yep, Kiwi is calling for it. Shining Wizard, but not enough just yet. Got the arm hooked there. A lot of pressure being applied to the arm. Got it twisted just a little bit as well, just to add a little bit more extra punishment. There's that suplex, and that is not enough for Kaneko to get 2 points on that spear. Haruhi getting taken to the mat. There is the German suplex, but both competitors looking quite exhausted already. Still got about 9 minutes left on the clock for this one, so definitely enough time for either competitor to gain a victory. Double axe handle to the outside. Countout is a legitimate form of victory. Gets you those 2 points, but gonna bring it back into the ring. You cannot escape. And the pin. Haruhi could not escape the pinfall there, and Kaneko-chan able to pick up 2 points. The first to pick up 2 points in Group B. Fantastic victory for Kanekachan. Haruhi still just not able to put a victory together. But she has many more matches to come here during this tournament, maybe to get some points to her name. But moving on to our next match, Kyoko to Shino takes on Hitagi Senjogara. Coming to the ring first is none other than Tomato herself, Kyoko to Shino. We saw her tag team partner Kari Okaza last night in Group A, and here comes Hitagi Senjogara. How sweet would it be for Akari and Kyoko to face each other in finals? However, may not quite be on the tables, with Akari Okaza in a losing effort against Yoko Littner. Kyoko definitely will not want to undergo a similar fate here. Two normally tag team competitors going at it right now. Hitagi, former trios champion, had some success with that title, and pinning Kyoko with the Ghetto Clutch, but no count with that one. Be interesting to see how Hitagi kind of does here as a singles competitor. We've seen a little bit of Kyoko as a singles competitor. In fact, it'll be interesting to kind of see how both of them do. We've seen a little bit of both, I think. Oh, and Senjogara has been busted open. Definitely not something you want happening to you a minute and a half into your first match. Especially because, you know, due to the lack of downtime they get, I mean, you know, it's about 2 days before Senjogara's next match. That cut may not heal in time. So tomorrow night will be another Group A contest. And especially, yeah, moving into, you know, the second night for a group, we'll begin to see where the leaders start to form early on in the groups. Obviously, the first night there's going to be 5 leaders and 5 losers. And a pinfall attempt right there, but not enough. Great takedown and pinning attempt. Hitagi, despite the blood loss, still able to keep it up. Vertical suplex. And the giant swing. I think Kyoko was just kind of able to reach for a rope there. And into the pin there, but not enough to put Kyoko away just yet. Elbow strike. Senjogara seems to be in control right about now, despite the loss of blood, and trying to to trick Kiwi-chan into throwing the match out as a disqualification. But Kiwi not buying it. Could have been a good way to get 2 points early for Kyoko, but not effective. Dangerous backdrop there, and the blood is still pouring out. Up and over with that pile driver like maneuver. Just going to keep the blood flowing into the mat there. Glad we've got such a great cleanup crew that can usually get that blood off of the mat pretty quickly after a match. And wow, it's an interesting way to get into an armbar. Very effective though. Enziguri into the small package, but was in the ropes and dropping Hitagi Senjogara on her head once again. But Ghetto Clutch could not be enough for Kyoko, and yeah, Senjogara is not looking like she's in a good way. But as I say that, sending Kyoko to the outside and able to use this as an opportunity to catch her breath, maybe wipe the blood out of her eyes. Spine buster. Get a clutch once again. 1, 2. Not quite enough. And schoolboy pin, and yep, 2 points for Kyoko Toshino there. A good start for her. The opposite of her tag team partner Akari Okaza. Our next contest will be Kizuna Ai versus Renge Miuichi. So here comes Kizuna Ai, the virtual YouTuber. Will be a big opportunity for her, but I think an even bigger opportunity for Renge here at this tournament. Kizuna Ai actually once challenged for the RWCW Championship Wrestling World title unsuccessfully at Fighting Spirit. You can always go watch those VODs back at the RWCW Championship Wrestling YouTube channel where you're watching this on, presumably, unless someone is illegally uploading them elsewhere, which I don't know why they would, but I guess it could be a thing. Kizuna Ai, with a nice combination of strikes, taking early control. You gotta think Renge must have been sitting under the learning tree of 2B for a while to be a very successful TV champion. Although due to the timing of how kind of everything has kind of gone down in recent months in regards to recording, Karen is definitely probably already ahead in total days with the title, but still yet to defend it. And nice snapmare there. Dragon Screw leg whip, sending Kizuna Ai to the mat, and the headbutts not getting Kizuna Ai busted open. We don't really need more blood on the mat. We just got it cleaned up, but I mean, you do what you need to do to get a victory. You do what you need to do to get those 2 points. Got the leg submission applied. And a little bit of a hiss there, but Renge not going along with it. The crowd, though, still enjoy a good hiss. Great stunner there. The Nyampasu stunner, but not enough to put Kizuna Ai away just yet. Scoop and a slam with the leg drop. Bit of a Hulk Hogan classic. Kizuna Ai must be a big fan of the Hulkster. Brain buster. You would never see Hulk Hogan do something like that, but Renge just stood straight back up. Vertical suplex of her own. Into the ropes and pop-up cutter. The Dragon Screw leg whip done a lot of damage to the legs of Kizuna Ai with that maneuver. Brainbuster absolutely snapping her down, and that could be it, especially with the hogtie pin. Kizuna Ai almost scoring 2 points. Nice hip attack, and Reng is going up for the elbow drop. The headbutts. I would give up in that situation, most definitely. Up and vertical suplex, sending Kizuna Ai crashing into the mat. The schoolboy, we just saw this win a match for Kyoko to Shino, but not quite enough. Vertical suplex. Into the ropes and another hip attack. That brainbuster is absolutely disgusting, but it could be what Kizuna Ai needs to get her first 2 points, but not quite. Into the pink turnbuckle there. Going up top, what could we be doing up here? Headbutt stopping whatever she was planning. Not sure what Reng was doing up there. Maybe she was just trying to work it out. There it is. Oh, and I think that busted her open. Stay down, Reng. I don't think you want to take another one of those, but she still got some fighting spirit left in her. And she's going to take another one for her troubles. 1, 2, 3. That's a New Japan finish if ever I've seen one. Kizuna Ai scoring 2 points. A win for her at this point is a big deal, but Reng still has an opportunity to come back later in the tournament. Next up, we have RWCW Championship Wrestling World Champion Noriko Takaya taking on Rin Tosaka. Coming to the ring first, none other than Noriko Takaya. She is fired up, as always, our world champion. And here comes the challenger, Rin Tosaka. Now, this is very, very interesting. Because for Rin, she has a lot to gain in this one. Not only those 2 points, but a win over the current world champion. That would be huge. Even if you don't win the tournament, you can still make claim that you have beaten the world champion one-on-one, sending Noriko over her shoulders there. And so far, Rin is taking early control. Rin definitely has a height advantage here. Noriko definitely in a smaller stature, but what Noriko doesn't have in stature, she makes up in heart and in spirit. And an ankle lock applied. Shout out to Kurt Angle. Noriko's tried to get to the back, but Rin had her scouted there. It's kind of interesting for this one because Rin has a lot of tapes to look on. A lot that she can study about Noriko, while Noriko doesn't have as much to study on Rin. Nice scoop and a slam. Gonna work on the leg there. Stop that Inazuma kick from being a difference maker. And into the sharpshooter. A very painful maneuver, but not painful enough to put Rin away just yet. Overarm strike and into the pin, but not quite. Vertical suplex. Rin is looking very good right about now against the current world champion. Back and forth. Could be a big upset. We saw her tag team partner Sabre score a big upset against Igus. Definitely also puts them in a little bit higher contention for the tag team championship later to come, and a disrespectful pin on the champion there. Now, I don't know if you want to be disrespecting Noriko Takaya. It could just get her more fired up, but it is still currently working for Rin. And a schoolboy. It's interesting every time we see that maneuver because we've already seen it be successful once here tonight. Rin just has Noriko's... Oh, a great dodge there. But a headbutt. And got her draped over the knees. Very painful submission. But you're not going to get Noriko tapping out. Just yet. Big headbutt. And it's not looking good for the current world champion at the moment. Up she goes, and a flipping senton. Cutter! But Rin is straight back up on her feet, able to block that strike. Elbow to the back. Noriko is fired up. She thinks that she's, she's got it, but a low blow there from Rin taking control. And the rotations that Rin got on that moonsault of sorts. And the claw! That could get Rin to tap out. We've seen Noriko win with that move before, but not this time. Not against Rin Tosaka. The claw again. This could be it. The champion is in control right now, but not enough. This match has a lot of suspense going for it right about now. To the outside. What are we doing out here? This is on the apron. A suplex onto the floor. Both competitors are down. And a baseball bat from the champion. The champion's starting to get a bit desperate here. Maybe a little worried about this potential challenger. Taking her down. Rin, they were going... I was going to say Rin could be looking for a count out, but I think Noriko was going for the poison rana there, but not able to get it. Now, if Noriko wasn't on her belly there, she may have lost the pin. She could lose this match right about now, but not quite. Not just yet. Gonna use this as an opportunity, catch her breath. And Rin with the pin. 1, 2. So close there to beating the champion, but the claw applied middle of the ring. There's no ropes to save you. And that's it. That's it. Noriko gets the submission victory. The champion manages to win, but Rin appeared to take her to the limit. Great match from these two. Noriko getting 2 points, and we're moving into our main event now. 2B versus Karen Cujo. Two former champions in with two different championships, but a big match nonetheless. Coming to the ring first is 2B, the former RWCW Championship Wrestling TV champion. And her opponent, the former RWCW Championship Wrestling World Champion. This is a great opportunity for Karen. This tournament is a great opportunity for Karen to move back to the top of the world title division. And here we go. Now, I'm not sure how this one could go. This could go quite short. Two very hard-hitting competitors, or it could even go quite long. Nice European uppercut and the knee strikes to this midsection. Karen Cujo. For 2B, this can potentially be a big victory. And for anyone who faces Karen Cujo, during this bracket, a victory over her is pretty big. I mean, while it didn't get Serval a place in this tournament, it's definitely, you know, got people thinking about it. With, as if you missed it a couple of weeks ago, Serval was able to pick up her first ever victory over Karen Cujo, the former world champion. But for Karen, this is definitely a great way to regain some momentum and yeah, move back up and re-challenge Noriko for that world title, or whoever may be holding it by the time that the winner of this tournament challenges her, because it is still quite undetermined when the winner of this tournament will challenge for the title. It is just known that they will be able to, at some point, PK from 2B. Into the ropes there, but colliding midway, and Boston Crab applied. 2B not going to give up, not just yet. Headbutt, and there is that very painful looking submission. Stepping on the back of the head whilst twisting the ankle, the knee, just the entire leg. Machine gun elbows. But that pinfall was in the ropes, so not sure where that one would have gone. Head scissors takedown, dragging Karen away from the ropes. Another great head scissors takedown. 2B has a lot of agility. She can strike you hard, but she can also move very quickly. The attitude adjustment. Big fan of John Cena. The pedigree, and that could be all she wrote for 2B. Very close for the former world champion, but just not enough to put 2B away. 2B has a lot more fight in her than that. Ooh, headbutt to the back of the head. Up, and there's that attitude adjustment once again into the moonsault, the standing moonsault, and that was almost a victory for 2B. Almost 2 points. The Death Buster, but in the ropes. That very well could have been the victory for Karen Cujo, if not for that rope break. The butterfly suplex, giving Karen control once again. Elbow. Lifting 2B up and kick to the back of the head. 2B could be thinking it's time to finish this. Great bulldog, but 2B may have not landed very well because of it. Great combination of strikes there. Taking her down, and sleeper applied. We've seen a sleeper be successful in Group A last night, but not quite. Not on someone of the caliber of the former world champion. Up. We don't see Karen go up high too often, but that diving splash could be enough to get her 2 points. Those points are very important. Swan dive drop kick. And, ooh, 2B bringing out a scythe, but not able to use it. Brawling on the outside right now. Sending 2B into the... send her into the... Oh, the Death Buster! That is gonna be it! 2 points for Karen Cujo. A strong start. Definitely seems like she's getting back into the gist of things. Back, trying to get on top of this division once again. Great match. Let's hit up our standings. I mean, it's pretty obvious if you've been paying attention, but now you can look at it. Noriko, Kizuna, Kanekachan, Karen Cujo, Kyoko, Shino, all with a victory here tonight all putting them in the top half of the standings. This has been night 2. Join us tomorrow night. We're just going for it. We'll be moving into round 2 of Group A. So we'll begin to see some changes in the standings once we move into there. So remember to stay tuned, subscribe, like the video, tell me your favorite match that you saw tonight in the comments, and I'll see you next time.